All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Squizzer is joining me once more, and I think we saw a kitten kind of playing around earlier, but we are doing April in 1942. You may recall that we were quite frustrated with our own government, who didn't seem to really care to fight the war. So we're just gonna end the war now. At least we're gonna try to, because our GNP is just suffering. I mean, Japan has twice our GNP output right now. Twice the output of America. So, something ain't right there. So we need to finish this.
Japan is the true industrial powerhouse now.
That's right, that's right. So, last meeting, we ordered all of our fleets to go to various ports to fuel up to get us ready for the big invasion, the big attack. And we are going to TOKYOLO. We are going to YOLO all of our fleets to Tokyo. And our objective is, let's see, goals. Our objective is to completely destroy Tokyo. We are going to do that, but we are also going to occupy it, because if we occupy Tokyo, you can see there that we win the game. So that's what we're going to do. Squizzer's along to watch and have fun, and of course, I have all the tools necessary to succeed. And I think we have commanders on all of our fleets. That's important. Let me double check. Yes. Except for the 19th. We don't care about the 19th or the 20th or 21st because those are not MURICAN ships. Moving on. Let's do this.
Rip the Dutch fleet. The Tromp still alone.
Yeah, well, he's doing good work outside of Pearl Harbor.
Just a lone destroyer, just sailing around.
Pretty much. Okay, we got a lot of fleets that have now arrived in trucks, so we can go ahead and supply them. No, we're not going to put troops on our carrier divisions. That's not going to help. That would effectively reduce the carrier's effectiveness. So we don't want to do that. Okay. So that's good. What else do we have? We got the 5th and the 6th fleet that are both at Wake Island. So let's go ahead and fuel them up too. And then we're going to... No. And we're going to go ahead and set a mark for just outside of Tokyo. And we're going to have a point for our strike craft to meet up. And we're going to have a point for our... oops. Then we'll have a point for our fleets to go to.
Oh yeah, because you can't put a move order directly to Tokyo because you don't own it, do you?
Correct.
So you just do one square outside.
So what I'm going to need to do is go to Intel, mark, and we're going to mark a position right outside of Tokyo. I'm going to put the carrier fleets about here. So they're in position to swoop in and support if necessary. But I don't want them so close that they just get, like, totally attacked. Kimmel's fleet needs fuel, but everybody else is good to go. So we're going to tell them to attack an enemy at this position. They'll likely be attacked by Iwo Jima on the transit, but that's okay. Iwo Jima probably only has 2 strike craft squadrons, which means that I should be perfectly safe, because each of these carrier fleets has 2 escorting squadrons, so we should be okay.
G'day.
Oh, hey, I'm Captain.
how's it going?
I'm glad you came here because we are doing our TOKYOLO today.
Oh, you're doing a Doolittle?
Oh, we are going far beyond what Doolittle ever imagined, my friend.
Are you dropping a nuke on Tokyo?
No, we are launching a full-on assault of Tokyo this month. We are going to end the war. Our people are tired of fighting after only 3 months. I'll send some subs over there too, why not?
Have you sunk Yamato or Musashi?
I don't Musashi I don't think has joined the Japanese fleet yet. I think the Yamato joined at the start of this month.
Okay.
Either this month or last month. We haven't seen it yet, but we might. So we got a fleet coming into Manila, which we kind of don't care. Oh, I need to be writing this down again, don't I? Alright. More people attacking Manila. What's our timestamp? 6 minutes. We gotta move our Marines out. We got 2 Marine divisions that we're gonna have to get out of Manila.
Walking them down to Davao.
Yep. They'll just get on transports and go. It looks like Davao is full of troops now. What do we got here? Got 2 army divisions. Ooh, occupy Mukden. That'll work. Defend Delhi. Yeah, good luck getting there. Okay, so this squad troop group I can send to Palau. And that'll free up space for Manila. Oh, good. Good, good. So plenty of fresh troops to go into Manila and get totally demolished. That's alright.
Is the army doing their meat grinder tactics again?
Yes. Okay, what do we got here? We got 7th and 8th Fleet have now arrived at Saipan. So let's just go ahead and go into each of these here. 7th Fleet, no, no. Get
Please give me transport.
Right? So we've got them fueled up. We're going to tell them to go and attack Tokyo. 8th Fleet. They don't really need fuel, but sure, have 3% more. Nope, not Sapporo. There we go. Uh, 18th Fleet, where are you going? You're going to Saipan. Okay. Let's see, what else do we got? 17th is ready to go. 21st is ready to go. My landing fleets are going to be a day or 2 late, because obviously I don't want them being struck by planes and stuff. What do we got here? Oh, the 11th Fleet. Okay. So, Land Forces Marines. We're going to have you board the 11th Fleet. Because I think it might be kind of nice if the Marines were the ones that took Tokyo, right? Not the Army.
Yeah, no, because Chief of Staff has been the one in the side the entire time.
Exactly. Exactly. So I will go ahead and...
No praise.
I'll have these guys go ahead and land on Tokyo now. First Fleet, we need to fuel up. And then... Oops. Yes, this is the First Fleet, so attack. That point over there. What else do we have to do? 17th and 21st are just waiting for the 18th to get in position. And then they'll be good to go. 18th, just to make sure that we can get them going, I'm just gonna not sail them to Saipan, apparently. Okay. Cool.
Not this turn.
Not this turn. But we'll make sure that they get there anyways.
Yeah, they were on their way back to Pearl on the end of the last
Yep.
episode, but
Yep.
because of the disaster at the conference, had to turn them back.
Pretty much. We just said, you know what? Never mind. You're not getting repaired. You're just out of here.
Meat Shield Battleship Division.
Yes. Yes.
Use them as torpedo bait.
They're very tanky. 8
They are.
protection on all sections.
Now you missed it, or maybe didn't notice, but those army units didn't move into Manila.
Well, was there interesting?
So like those two divisions are just chilling right now.
What are the objectives that they've got for the army?
One of them is trying to occupy Mukden. Another one is trying to occupy.
Wasn't one of them defend, or were they all?
One of them wanted to defend, yeah. So let's go here. We've got occupy Hanoi and occupy Kure.
Okay.
So you know they'll get there, right?
Yeah.
And then we
maybe.
have occupy Mukden. So I'm not sure why they're moving to Manila, but I don't care because I'm taking my troops out of it. So U.S. Army, you do you.
You do you.
Did I? So,
MacArthur's gonna be upset if you let Manila fall again, though.
I shall return again.
he's in.
I
He's
shall
in and out.
return in 3 moves from now.
Yes. Start the clock.
Yeah.
All right. Next turn, we fuel up that fleet. Tell them to go shell Tokyo.
Still shelling Manila.
Oh yeah.
They're probably landing troops as well.
Okay. Where's my... Let me see here. 6th fleet is carrier. 7th is one of my shell targets. Yep. Okay, Tokyo. Move to Saipan. No, 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 buddy. You are going to shell Tokyo now. I think that's the fleet that had the Arizona. So...
Oh, there's the damaged battleship.
yeah. Exactly.
And the heavy cruiser that both these repairs, I guess.
Right. So... that's okay. They can just go and get sunk or whatever.
They're not really that useful.
I mean, they're casualties that we are prepared to suffer. So, there you go.
You are a sacrifice that I am willing to make.
Well, yeah, it's like Dumb and Dumber, right?
True.
What if he shot me in the face? That was a sacrifice we were willing, or that was a risk we were willing to take. Oh, look! The 8th Fleet's under attack.
Oh.
Damage on the Nevada. And a transport attack. Cool. Oh, that's a submarine.
Oh, it's a carrier fleet.
Yep. I kind of don't feel like watching this, do you?
I don't. Nah.
Yeah.
They should be able to deal with it.
As the carrier gets sunk. Minimal
It is-
damage.
They hit it with some paint cans. It's fine.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you can't do anti-sub aircraft like in actual real war.
Yeah.
That would have been
Useful, wouldn't
nice.
it? I think depth charges out of planes or torpedoes.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, because like the Kingfishers that were on the battleships had depth charges.
Yeah.
All right, land Tokyo.
Man, if ever only World of Warships would put that in for submarines. Actually, will they?
I don't know. I mean, they were talking about finding more ways for interaction between battleships and heavy cruisers and subs.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Give Colbert the helicopter it desperately needs.
Give the Republic
yes.
a helicopter. And Petrov and
Give
basically
them-
any ship that has a helideck.
Give them both. Give them just depth charge helicopters.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah, why not? This
Easy
early
stuff.
forms. Early helicopters.
Oh,
What's up?
we just saw somebody heading towards Saipan.
Oh.
Oh,
An enemy fleet going to Saipan.
yeah. I missed it. I was
Oh.
fast forwarding, but there was a fleet that went out, and they identified what they thought that the target would be.
Looked like a carrier.
But here's our 11th fleet. It's one carrier, one battleship heading for Saipan, and they just happen to be in range of all of these other
All the strike carriers.
strike carriers.
Oh god.
So we're gonna go ahead
Bring in
and
the line of fire.
put in a new mark, and that new mark will be like here. And that's going to be where we are going to tell all of our strike fleets to go right now.
Got a
Because...
few already in the area.
I'm sorry, what?
You've already got a few of the strike fleets in the area.
Oh, I want to keep them in the area, though.
Oh, you don't want them to move off, do you?
No, there's no need for them to move. I mean, it's the plan phase, so they won't move right now. But I don't want to take a risk that I'll forget to tell them to turn around. So I'd rather have them all here. Plus, seeing one fleet here makes you think that there's going to be more coming. So I might
With how they've been playing this game, I would expect that they keep them all together because
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
the way they dealt with Singapore and places is quite like a blob.
that's correct.
Okay, we took it over. Everybody get on the boats. Let's go and bait somewhere else.
So let's see. 17 minutes. Battle for Saipan. Again. We base Air Force again. Iwo Jima? Iwo Jima.
31 aircraft.
This time they're choosing to bomb the Chester instead of the, what were they bombing? Nevada. Interesting.
Yeah, the transports again. At the top.
Yep.
Oh, they're gonna... Oh no, only...
Yep. Oh, remember, I mean, taking out the transports reduces the effective range of that battleship fleet, so...
But they're catching on to you just YOLOing the capital.
Oh,
So
look
just
at
gonna
that!
sink the fuel.
You were asking about the Yamato, Captain. There she is.
There we go.
With the Zuiho escort.
Couple of bomb hit, right?
Oh, armory is flooded. Neat.
Oh, wow.
That's good.
The main battery will no longer fire on the carrier.
Main battery and anti-air.
What does DBB mean?
Dreadnought battleship.
Oh.
So it's trying to distinguish that it's a bigger battleship than, others. In the game, that means that it can reach one more tile beyond a regular battleship. Ooh, scratch one flat top.
So the Zuiho just went down.
Yep.
Yep.
So in the game, battleships have a range of 7, and dreadnought battleships have a range of 8.
Geez, that fuel economy must be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna historically accurate the Yamato by slapping it with aircraft?
Yes, but I'm gonna first take out its escorts.
Yamato would be realistic if ever all of a sudden you hear that it has a Toyota hybrid engine on it.
Oh god.
That's how it gets
Right.
its extra tile.
Toyota hybrid.
Jeez.
It's a Prius.
Jeez.
Introducing the Toyota Yamato.
M Captain, ladies and gentlemen, just turned 21.
As you can tell.
I was 20, turning 5, as it turns out.
Right? Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you, my wife's birthday was also on the 23rd, so you guys share a birthday.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, tell her happy birthday, even though I don't know her.
Will do. She wished the same to you, because I told her, she's like, oh, tell him I said happy birthday. And you already gone.
My goodness, I like, this is the funny thing. I was talking to a friend of mine who lives in the province of Quebec, where I used to live, and she told me that her dad is on the same day as me, and then a friend of my mom is on the same day as me, and my old math tutor is also on the same day as me.
Wow.
There's so many. Oh yeah, it's hilarious.
Come on, Thomas.
Statistically, like, it's if you take a group of 30 people, it's likely that 2 of them will share the same birthday.
True. Yeah, you're right.
So in that battle, I purposely attacked the transports at the end because I wanted to kind of get the Yamato stuck. So that
No
I
escape.
can... Yes, exactly. Alright. Get you guys full of fuel. Tell you to go anti-sub action outside of Hawaii again. Okay. That's it for our fleets. Subs. And let's go take a look at our fleet positions right now. Let's see where they're at. Look at this just massive flotilla of ships that are all just like, we're coming.
If that's not a Zerg, I don't know what is.
Right? And we could just stop to shell Iwo to a bloody pulp, but I think we'll keep going.
Just bypass it.
Well, because the thing is, if I shell Iwo Jima first... You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to shell Iwo first. Because by shelling Iwo first, that allows my 18th fleet to catch up. Right?
So you can form the battle blob.
Yes. All hail the battle blob.
Oh, hail the strong battle blob. Everybody is, grouping up for one flank.
The
Yep.
lemming train must
The
go.
lemming train, that's what I was gonna say.
Yep.
The lemming train.
And you know what? We'll go ahead and land troops there too.
All
Let's-
aboard the hype train.
No, wait, was
Choo
the
choo.
Iwo Jima the most bloodiest battle in the Pacific War?
Okinawa. Iwo Jima was extremely...
Okinawa.
Iwo Jima was extremely bloody, but then Okinawa took it up a whole nother notch. So
Oh no, okay.
Iwo Jima was extremely bloody because it had it had the time to basically rebuild after at the first time it was shelled. I think it was shelled in 42 or 43. And then what they started doing was just digging into like the volcano and every place else, and they literally like set up pillboxes that were just almost impossible to take out.
Didn't they also like let the Americans land, come on shore, then open fire, not oppose the landing?
Yeah.
Yep, I think so.
And the volcanic ash is also very murky, so like the tanks just came to a standstill.
There's your Yamato.
There we go.
Minimal damage to starboard.
They need a gross fist in their fleet. Jeez.
Yamato's armor is 9, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
What, on all sides?
I think it's 9 on front and the sides, and the rear is 8.
Oh, well.
So-
Sounds accurate.
Yeah. So she is one tough cookie to crack.
Yeah. Well, what is it? Didn't they say that they put cement for armor at one point just to protect it, the engine room or something?
I don't recall reading about that.
Or maybe it was like cement or something like that. Like it was really tough to hit it from the sides. What was it? It was just one bomb that went into the engine room, correct? That caused the whole thing to malfunction and, well, not fall over, but the engines to cut and then torpedo the living hell out of it, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly about the level of damage that she received. I just remember that it was sustained fire over multiple bombs and torpedoes before she finally like started rolling. So
Right. And then she had like something similar to like a buckshot round for a for like a battleship, like they could fire shrapnel or something in the air.
Yeah.
yes, they were called cluster bombs.
Cluster bombs, yeah.
The main guns had flak shells.
Yep. All right, Halsey,
God.
They were highly ineffective, but they
Yeah.
tear up the Yamato. Ooh, 3 bombs.
Oh, okay.
it's gonna take a lot of bombing.
Yeah.
Well, considering it's gonna hit the stern, the bow, probably as well as the side, yes.
What they need is a republic with depleted uranium shells.
Oh God.
Literally every single time I bring that ship out, at least one ship detonates.
Oh look, the army has arrived.
The army, yay!
Oh, they put all their divisions in there now. Finally.
Yep. 7th Fleet's gonna assault Iwo. They have 3 troops defending. And here, I'm just going to go ahead and like, assuming I kill the forces off with maybe the next group or 2, I'm just gonna destroy the airfield. I don't care to try to clean it of planes or whatever. I'm done with that. We're just gonna blow up the airfield and be done with it.
Hey, moving on.
Yeah, I mean it'll be the army's base anyway, so they can deal with it. Makes things a little bit easier. 46, 43, 70. Despite hours of constant fighting, no side had the advantage. Really? I mean, I took no damage and I destroyed an awful lot of troops.
There's quite a lot of casualties there. Are you sure I didn't cause enough damage?
Right? Well, we should be able to wipe out both of those smaller divisions with this bombardment. So that'll be good.
Caveat if they hit.
Yeah, thanks.
We have had cases where there's been a lot of misses with torpedoes.
Yeah. This is true.
What I noticed? You know what? Speaking about missing torpedoes, I've noticed that I'm missing a lot more of my torpedoes in Uland compared to any other ship that I own, any other destroyer that I own.
Are you firing widespread or narrow?
Wide, and I do 1 wide and 1 narrow.
Okay. Yeah. Next bombardment, we'll get them. Where's the 18th? 18th is still farish away, but I'll go ahead and tell them to also join in on the fun with Iwo. Make sure they can get in there. I see the 12th Fleet has arrived at Guam. I'm just gonna tell them to go land at Tokyo. I don't care.
They get there first. It's just like...
Where's the naval support?
The thing is, the 11th Fleet is already moving. See, here's the 11th. And they're already set to land at Tokyo, too, so... If the 12th doesn't hurry up, they're gonna miss the party. That's the big problem. What's with my air... Oh, Buffaloes, that's right.
yes.
Yes, the flying barrel.
Here's that one destroyer that didn't get deployed. He's sad, I'm sure, so we'll just tell him to anti-sub as well.
You guys are just charging Tokyo. I have to be here, just looking for things that aren't there.
Yep.
All I just see is turtles.
I mean, everybody has to do their part, right? His part was guarding against subs, which is it's a real threat. So what he is doing is important for the war effort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this. That's a submarine. No, sir, that's a log.
What about that one? Also a log. Oh!
Oh, what about that one? Looks like a... Oh, no, it's a submarine. Oh, no, wait, it's a log.
Guys,
What
guys,
happened?
Third Fleet, Kido Butai just got detected.
Oh,
I am
Oh, God.
glad that I left my forces there.
Oh, they're just they're YOLOing Saipan, you're YOLOing Tokyo. You just happen to walk past each other.
I know.
hello.
Perfect.
I wonder who's
Oh,
gonna
God,
capitulate first.
4 carriers.
Yeah, this is going to be a very tough nut to crack.
YOLO them with the submarines.
Let's do what
I
they
don't-
did in the submarine test and just come out of the water at point blank range, ditch torpedoes, and go back down.
Yeah, the problem is I don't have submarines in the area, and they're escorted by 4 destroyers, so
Ah,
I'm going to probably start with hitting this Shokaku with dive bombers first. Basically saying, I don't care about your destroyers. Oh! 6 planes dead. For that one drop.
That was brutal. There's serious damage though.
On the bow. Let's keep trying. Three bomb hits. Starboard side got slight damage. Come on.
Throw everything you've got at them.
Yep.
So the 4th fleet is attacking with Wildcats. So I'll go ahead and have them attack the transports.
Machine gun the transports.
Damn right. And let's see if we can bomb one of these flat tops here.
It can hit either the starboard or the bow, not the stern.
Or just hit something, please.
or something.
Ay caramba. 1 and 2, look at that.
I can just imagine the thing listing like hard starboard.
What is wrong with those planes?
I don't know.
Sir, the ship is listing. I don't know what direction it's moving.
Right? Alright. Let's do starboard. 2 hits. Starboard side!
Oh, you got him.
Yeah!
There we go.
Alright, what time is that? That's 32 minutes.
Shokaku down.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
3 to go.
3 to go, yeah.
Well, the thing is, now it's gonna get easier.
Wait, isn't Akagi a Shokaku class?
No, Akagi is separate.
Oh,
Akagi and Kaga were both battleship conversions. Just
right.
like the Lexington and Saratoga.
Mm-hmm.
Got rid of an
Now-
escort too.
Now, what is the Kaga before it became Kaga was supposed to be a Magi, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, if I remember right, the 2 of them were... I think they were both hulls that were supposed to be a Magi class, and then the Kanto earthquake took them out.
Yeah, that sucks.
Can't remember exactly how it all went down, but... Let's see. I'm definitely glad I did not keep all my fleets in Saipan for too long.
The third fleet just shows up and just starts bombing you.
Well, like, they would attack... They'd be attacking one group each turn, essentially, so... Order, target, airfield. It ends now.
Flatten the airbase.
Finish him.
And... sit tight. Oh, cool. You got nothing to do.
Just waiting for the army to show up and capture it.
Pretty much.
Which fleet has the army on it?
It's the British and Australian fleets, so the 17th and the 21st. Oh, Somerville's here to just chill as well. That's good though,
So
because
it's the British carrier fleet has got the stuff on it, isn't it?
yes. So next turn, this turn now, I can tell them all to move on to Tokyo. So they just kind of show up, park their guns, blow the crap out of the island, and then they move on. Like a plague of locusts.
Bye. Just
So-
20 battleships rock up. Massive high explosive landing everywhere. And then you see them
Yes.
sail off. It's like, you didn't even try and land.
Don't worry.
Why?
They're coming.
I'll be back soon.
Right? Let's see. Wake Island, we'll tell you to attack over here. Alright. What do we got for fleet subs? Everybody's good.
Well, there's no complaining subs. How nice.
War attacks on the army. That's okay. Here's our landing fleet. Let's see, I'm gonna tell everybody else to leave the area. And I'm gonna tell you to land. Oh look, Iwo Jima's ours.
Yay!
Wow.
Yeah, right?
Wow, that was quick. That's what she said.
Uh-huh. Marcus! I'll send them to go pick up another ground troop. And then let's have you guys continue on to Tokyo. TOKYOLO!
Bring me some marines. I need to go invade Tokyo.
Right? Look at that flotilla.
Where'd the enemy carrier fleet go?
That's a good question. For right now, we've got the 5th fleet to look at.
Oh, Congo.
Yep, Kaga class. Serious damage.
And 2 tones?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
4 aircraft. What are you gonna hit with 4 aircraft? Yeah,
Nothing.
yeah, exactly.
Bumps and miss.
I expected it to blow up in the air, so...
They'll probably attack with 2 next time and it would just go poof.
Yes, pretty much. Okay. 4th fleet is approaching 50% on its strength for anti-air, so I might have to go and move them to truck. Get some new planes. Alright, anti-aircraft damaged.
Yay!
It's what we needed.
Now send the B-25s after them. No kidding.
Right? Interestingly enough, you can't take out the torpedo launchers. You know, you can take out the anti-air, you can take out the main guns, but you can't damage their torpedoes at all.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Does it actually do damage to those because they're killing the crew or because they're actually damaging the machinery? So they're just bullets.
Not sure. Okay, so this is the 4th fleet, if I remember right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the 4th.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to move the 4th fleet.
That was the 5th. That was yeah. 4th fleet was almost attacking.
Yeah. So, oh no, this is an army base. Crap, that's right.
How many air cobras were there?
Too many. Let's see, so 4th fleet. Just to make sure. Wait. Yeah, that's right. That's right. These guys have 10 and 10. Yep, perfect. Okay. So now I'm gonna take them and move them to Wake Island. Because they're not gonna be able to do too much more with their current complement the way it is. Okay. Cool. Oh, they're getting there. They're getting there.
Yay! Does that mean that we'll soon be able to see the end of the light? I mean, the light at the end of the tunnel, I mean.
Yes,
The end
absolutely.
of the light.
End of the
so
light.
Darkness is coming.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Well, darkness for Japan, not darkness for America.
That Congo is still
It just
alive.
seems just like a swarm of planes.
Congo is still alive.
The sky fades to black with the incoming bombardment of shells.
Mm-hmm.
Shells and aircraft and.
All right,
Will
that'll
it
kill
sink?
it. 3 bomb hits? Yeah.
I bombed this boot in half, and I used flex tape to seal it.
Oh, God. Oh, you're already weak. I like this. Wow. Alright, what fleet was this?
Hit the boog.
First fleet,
So
okay.
So I gather this is the tone before the hybrid change?
Yes.
Okay. It only had one turret in the back?
Tone had, I don't remember off the top of my head, actually. I don't think it had any in the back. Let's see, what's the Kaga's anti-air? 75? What's the Shokaku's anti-air? It's like 82, yeah.
And you're not going after the one in the middle.
No, and there's only 11 planes, so I might as well, like, try not to lose too many there. 18. Okay, this I could strike with. So these guys can hit the Kaga. Two isn't too bad. Hit the stern, which kind of sucks. Alright. 5th fleet is finally in range. Or 6th fleet, I should say. So now we can take out the Tone here. Yeah, I don't think the Tone had any turrets in the rear originally. It's hard to remember, though.
I can look it up right after when I'm done with this report.
Alright, Tone sunk. Let's see if we can kill this Congo class next. It's got 1 point left on the starboard side. Let's go. 1 bomb will do it if it's starboard.
3 turrets on the front, none on the rear. 4 turrets on the front.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure Tony was 4.
Yeah, 4 on the front with nothing in the aft.
It's just how many aircraft do they want to put on the back? That's my question.
Several.
I want an entire fighter squadron on the back.
So does that mean that we have to use it as like a bow tanker in boats?
But
And there goes the 5th fleet.
Hmm.
Obviously,
Even
I'm not
had-
going to comment because I have tested the Tony, so I'm not going to talk about that.
No. This is interesting. The Japanese actually had plans on building a new Tone class cruiser. It was supposed to be a heavy cruiser and able to take on helicopters.
Tone Kai.
you need to get yourself an NDA flag, because every time someone brings something up, you just wave the NDA flag.
Yes.
There you go. Alright, let's see if I can save my fleet positions a little bit by organizing with other air forces. Because I noticed that Kimmel is also low on aircraft. So let's see if I can organize... I can't get to the 4th anymore because he's too far away. Okay. But I noticed that there were a couple that were low on aircraft. Halsey's doing okay. Second fleet, let's...
back to port recently.
Yeah, so this one, for example, this is the second fleet. So first and second are gonna organize. Nimitz is doing fine. Hornet's doing fine. Okay. So first is gonna organize with the second, and then I'm gonna send the second carrier fleet to go back to Wake Island. 78, 75, 75, 75.
So this is interesting. As I see it, Tone, Mogami, and Oyodo,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's how you say it, they all became hybrids.
Mm-hmm.
And Oyodo had the longest flight deck out of all of them. That's interesting. That'd be cool to see at tier 9.
Yep.
Or maybe tier 10. Either or.
Alright, so I'm going to tell these guys to continue attacking here. And then I'm going to tell the second fleet to go to Wake Island. And I might just tell the 4th to stick around until it runs out of planes completely. So I'm just going to sail them back over to here.
The funniest shipborne aircraft I've ever seen was like the rocket launched Sea Hurricane that you have on Merchantman.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Funny. Okay, so where
And launch
how am I
exposes you to
supposed
5B.
Yeah.
Painful launch.
Mm.
And then how do you recover the plane without getting the engine flooded?
Okay, so Wake Island is now set with replacements. I need to get to Hawaii though and tell them to patrol because they haven't been training up my replacements, so that sucks, but that's okay. And let's check on our TOKYOLO progress. Yes. Why is the 18th so far behind though? They were with everybody else.
Because we're slow. Alright, we're British, we're slow.
I love it.
Oh, tea time.
Shut up.
Stop the ship. Gotta have some tea.
Oh, Korea attacking now. 9th fleet got detected. Here comes Arizona. Arizona was weakened and unable to go repair because we just said in the war. Oh, she's still okay.
No, Arizona went to repair. It was the British fleet that never got to repair, wasn't it?
Right, well, Arizona went to repair, and I think she got repaired and came back and then got damaged again. Or maybe it was the others in the fleet that got damaged in the process. I don't remember.
I think the game is trying to give you a signal saying that this ship is supposed to be underwater right now.
Bye, Edsel.
But yeah, in Hawaii.
Alright. Well, we lost one destroyer. No big deal. First fleet.
We will continue forward.
Yep.
Good job, Blue Raiders. Yep.
The Army Air Corps continuing to be a threat as always.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, we have 2 bomber squadrons attacking the force that landed just last turn.
Alrighty.
Alright, Kaga has been slightly liberated.
Slightly liberated.
Liberators, I get it.
I can feel the cringe crawling up my spine.
Believe me, my cringe level is just so low right now because of how much I'm used to being cringing at people.
Here comes...
That made perfect linguistic sense.
Yeah, it did.
Tokyo.
Wait.
Tokyo has attacked.
Uh-oh.
So
I
this
just
is...
love I just love it when they just get blown up mid-air and it just Just goes,
Yeah, you just see the plane go, yeah, dead.
Mm-hmm.
California.
So I gotta write that down. Battle for Tokyo has now begun.
Yeah. KI.
they're seriously throwing everything at these battleships.
Yeah, they're using land fighters.
How would? Oh my god, there's so many squadrons.
Oh yeah, they had quite a lot.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, California.
California's taking serious damage to the butt.
No, not the California.
All the battleships that have been sunk by them, all the ships that have been sunk by them, I think they've been sunk by the butt thing.
What?
Nah, just go in reverse. You should be fine.
Yeah, turn the ship around.
Turn the ship around.
My God.
Yeah, handbrake turn your ship.
Might just pull a battleship, drop your front anchor, and drifto.
Yes, there you go.
That reminds me of a movie.
Oh, really?
Never mind.
What movie?
I don't know. It's some weird movie.
It's just
where they
literally
had
called a battleship.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said pull a battleship, like literally the movie.
Yeah.
Come on, hit the. Oh,
I'm brain dead.
You know, like isn't it like what time is it over in the UK? It must be getting.
Bro,
close.
it's 7:15.
Third Fleet needs to
Is it
to
that
organize
late?
now.
But I was, as Seth knows, I didn't really sleep.
Yep, I do know this. Okay, here we go. Bombardment of Tokyo. Time to destroy them. There's only 3 divisions defending Tokyo, too. I wonder if they're just starting to run out. Could my long-term economic warfare actually do something?
I think that just stopped their economy from growing, considering it's still twice the size of the American economy.
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised it's continued to grow based on the fact that I'm killing so many of their units. But who knows? Maybe they don't bother with oh, there go the Marines. They don't bother with trying to rebuild their stuff, Okay, so let's see. It was the 3rd Fleet that needs to resupply now with the 4th. Of course, it's raining right now, so that's not going to work. 3rd Fleet, here it is. Organize Fleet Air Force, the 4th Fleet. Alright, so we want to get... What do we have for experience? 74, 73. 74 and 73 will join forces. And that means that the 70 and 68 will join forces. Alright. Yes. Alright, so Halsey's back to full strength for now. And then the 4th Fleet is going to move to Wake. Get more planes. How's Nimitz doing? He's doing fine. Callahan, doing fine. And Spruance is leaving. Okay. 21st Fleet has made it to Marcus. And there's nobody here to board the ships. Oh my god. Where'd the army go? Like there's still 3 troops over here. Defend. See, there's a group that's occupied. Okay, so maybe if I'm lucky,
Someone will turn up.
right? So we'll just feel everybody up, and we'll just wait one turn and see what happens. Nobody shows up, then we'll just go.
Imagine if you sailed
One
to Wake.
soldier. One
Yeah,
soldier sits in the boat, takes over all of Tokyo.
Right? Okay. And Korea is now attacking the 7th Fleet. That's okay, their forces are pretty weakened right now. Yeah!
dodge.
That's right.
So,
Noob CV.
Haunted. Plays poorly.
poorly. Negative 400 karma.
Ooh, 2 torpedoes. That's okay, it's the Oklahoma. She'll be fine.
Yeah, just look at it this way. Thank God that we don't have like air bases that can launch aircraft at us if ever we get too close.
Mm-hmm. Guam is gonna attack again?
It's almost out of aircraft at this point.
Yeah, I'm surprised that the army hasn't put more planes. Oh, that's right, we don't have any money.
Yes, they're replacing them all with Cobras, as we've seen.
Cobra!
Swarms.
Cobra!
404 reference not found.
G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you weren't born in the 80s.
I watched classic cartoons with my dad when I was a kid.
Cobra is the organization that G.I. Joe fights every episode.
Yeah.
Except for the few episodes where they fight each other because, you know, it happens.
Civil War and stuff.
Yeah. Alright, another attack from Tokyo.
66 aircraft, that's 4 squadrons.
That is 4 squadrons, but they are quite damaged, so I don't know that they're going to be able to sink a ship. See, in this game, anti-air actually works.
Yay!
Of course.
Wait, are you saying that anti-air doesn't work in World of Warships?
No, I'm talking about in this game anti-air working. I'm not referring to any other games in which case anti-air doesn't work at all.
Oh, right. Okay. I see you.
Any judgments you make is complete and utter
Mhm.
conjecture.
That's right.
It's considered slander.
Alright, I think we're just gonna kill this fleet. We got bigger ships to kill. So just get out of my life.
You go away.
Some points.
Bye, 6th Fleet.
The transports are just there like, where'd they go? Do the transports sink if the
Yes.
rest of the fleet's gone?
Yes, they all sink.
That's very realistic, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Or the transports just scuttle themselves if all of their escorting destroyers are gone.
They commit seppuku.
Dishonorable.
They accept their shame.
Yeah, well, no escorts. Is everybody in the rescue boat?
Alright, now we can go bomb the Asashio.
No, watch out for deep water torpedoes.
Yep.
Watch out for those sky torps.
Sky Torps.
Sky torps. Oh, I love it. I love it when the ships with deep water torpedoes try to torpedo a destroyer, and then they call you a hacker.
When it
because they
doesn't
just
work.
went over your bow. Yeah. First time I was ever called a hacker was only like 2 weeks ago. No, a week ago. Yeah.
Hmm.
And I couldn't stop laughing because it was at the.
Makes you feel so good though.
No, that means that you're good at the game then. Right, Seth?
Yeah.
As long as you're not actually cheating.
Yeah, as long as you're not actually cheating. Here, let me use my WASD hack.
Making a program to auto dodge.
Yeah.
That would be kind of funny, actually. You just hit the macro button and let your ship just do its thing for the next 2 minutes while you just focus on shooting with your mouse. Yeah, I kind of like that
You
idea.
set up a macro that just does a set of key presses every 15 seconds.
Yep.
New autopilot introduced by Wargaming.
Auto dodge.
It does zigzags for you automatically.
Oof.
Actually,
You
that
know
would
what?
be a smart idea. Is this so then, just so then the submarines don't have a chance of killing you, or have a lesser chance.
Homing torpedoes don't care about your dodging.
That is true.
There you go. 73 is their experience right now. And you can totally see that they just one-shot at that Asashio. Take it.
They're getting. Which fleet was that was attacking?
I don't. Oh, MacArthur is now in Saipan. That was the 7th fleet that was attacked. I think it was the 5th fleet that attacked them. Oh, I just lost a bunch of aircraft. Callahan? Where's Callahan? Hey, there we go. TOKYOLO time. Again.
Bomb it.
Oh yeah, we're doing it. We're gonna destroy the troops, then we're gonna destroy the airfields, then we're just gonna keep on destroying the... Because our objective is to destroy it completely, so we're gonna take out its factories too. It shall be glorious.
It'll be a wonderful day.
Oh yeah. However, the army can draw up new divisions right on Tokyo the next day. So I might be destroying 3 divisions here, but the next day I might very well be destroying like all of the rest. Oh. California. Oh, that's right. Yeah, she's hurting in the butt.
Ah, she's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, the AI is
Very
still gonna...
spiky.
Yeah, the AI is just gonna run her away. Which is fine, whatever. She'll be there for cannon fodder.
Schadenfreude?
Remember, I mean, dive bombers need to hit her in the rear again. So the chances of that are pretty low. Like, if we're actually dying.
1 in 3.
Right? Oh, right, that's right. 21st Fleet. Nobody here. Oh, my God.
Bruh.
Right? Meanwhile, there's like 2 army divisions. Oh, you want to occupy Tokyo? I can help you with this. All right.
Give you a hand. I will take you there.
It's just one guy with a pea shooter. And that's how I took over Tokyo.
God.
How I took over Tokyo.
No,
You
I
shoot
took
her in
over
a statue.
Tokyo. I just had a pea shooter, just walked in there demanding where the Emperor was.
All right. Yes. Enemy base Air Force attacking. Yep, I thought so. So Kure attacked, and then those planes were chewed up by the 17th Fleet. They're escorts, and now Tokyo is attacking. We'll go ahead and watch. Oh, they didn't go for the carrier. Oh, well, there's only 11, that's why. Oof.
And here's a demonstration of why you don't try and bomb a carrier fleet.
Mm-hmm. Also a demonstration of in World of Warships, when you actually work with each other, your anti-air improves, right?
Yes, totally.
You pair up.
Yeah, that's why you put your That's why you put your 2 aircraft carriers in the middle at high tier.
Mm-hmm. Indomitable took a bomb. No big deal.
Maybe I should get Indomitable back. Because they sold it off.
You sold the premium ship?
No, not Indomitable, Implacable.
Implacable, okay.
Sorry. I did sell all of my ARP ships.
Why would you do that?
And now I'm doing
The collector's like, no.
Well,
I mean,
here's the thing, Zaf. I'm slowly but surely I'm bringing back my a collection of them because I can recover. I think I can recover like all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Over a certain span of time because I got ARP to Cal back.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you get them? How are you getting them back?
They have a premium restoration program.
Oh.
Where you have to have like X amount of credits to bring back the ship.
Yep. Look at Tokyo reinforced now. So now there's 4 forces here. Okay. No problem. We can do this all month if we need to.
Oh, you reinforced it? Okay, we could just bombard your city again and get rid of them, and then you'll bring them back, and then...
Yep.
Yeah.
19, 17, 14, 11. 11. But wait, there's more. Can you imagine if we were Japan doing this on hard mode? We'd lose. We couldn't do this, right? Like.
Oh yeah, for sure. You could just go to Washington D.C. and pray to God that you somehow win.
The only thing we could do is in a reverse setup. If you think about it, if we were to take Wake Island and maybe Midway, we could YOLO Hawaii. And if we can take Hawaii, see, the thing is, if you take Hawaii, then the USA has no ability to draw up new fleets. Like, all the ships that are in reserve are stuck in reserve.
And some of them are stuck in the Atlantic.
Right, well, exactly. They're just not playing now, right? So, like, it's kind of nice and also kind of cheap. In PTO 1, if you lose Pearl Harbor, then by default, it auto-assigns you to the next closest base. So you would move back to, I think, San Francisco or Los Angeles would become the home port, home fleet port, which is interesting because historically, if I remember right, I think it was San Francisco that was no, I think it was Los Angeles that was the home port for the U.S. fleet until it got moved.
I thought it was San Diego. Maybe
it was San Diego. It was one of the Californian bases. I just don't remember which one.
Yeah, I think it's San Diego.
Oh! A World War I era sub just took out the Nagato.
Oh my god.
Yamamoto's flagship. I'm gonna write that down.
Yamato.
What time is that? That is 1:07.
So Nagato.
Too much time in dock.
Yeah.
So Nagato was Yamamoto's flagship.
Yes. So I can go to Warship Sunk. So we sank the Shokaku, and then we sank the Shoho, and then we sank the Hiei and the Nagato. I don't remember exactly when we sank the Hiei, but I don't have the timestamp. That's okay. Fleets, subs, and let's take a look at our. Oh yeah, This is Commodore Perry coming back 100 years later to finish the job.
Oh my god. I know exactly what you're talking about because I had to learn that in history class.
I love teaching about that. I love teaching about that.
So wait, are you an English teacher or are you a history teacher?
History.
History. Oh, okay.
So I talked to my students about that, right? From the Japanese perspective, they're seeing these ships. They were all like covered in black soot because of all the coal, and they were on fire because they had smoke coming out of the smokestack. So the Japanese thought that the Americans literally were the devil, because here we are riding in on ships that are aflame, but they don't sink.
Right.
Look at all these.
You typically teach, or you can't say?
I teach high school.
Oh, high school. Okay.
Yep. I also talked to them about the relationship with Japan and how Perry's opening of Japan to the West in the 1850s puts them on a collision course with America 100 years later.
Right. In
which is something.
Of World War II.
Oh, there goes the Our Sovereign.
No.
Rest in peace.
But a lot of people don't understand how closely tied things can be, you know? So, like, I kind of like to tell the stories, because I think the stories really matter.
It's
Yeah.
interesting, like, British and the Japanese had an alliance in the in the start of the 20th century.
Well, yeah, because the British were building ships for the Japanese.
Yep.
The Congo class was built in Tokyo. It was built in the British by the British.
It's built in Newcastle.
Yeah.
What was it? During World War One, Japan sided with the
Allies.
Allies, and same thing with Italy.
So, well, yeah.
Italy was very late, and they didn't do very much.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
They threw themselves at a river 12 times and failed to take the river.
Japan was really pissed because in Versailles they were treated like a nobody. They wanted a seat at the table, and people didn't give it to them.
And the thing is like they got to keep all the islands, and then part of getting shafted by the League of Nations was one of the reasons why they started doing their aggressive expansion to Manchuria and stuff like that.
Right. Well, they got to take the German-held islands, so they got that's how they got Marshall, for example. Let's try this again.
What was the thing that I saw? I think it was on Oversimplified when they was talking about how Japan got just screwed after World War One. About the territory that it wanted. Hey, what are you guys doing? Hey, we're just colonizing a very vulnerable state. Wait, why didn't you guys let me do that? Well, hey, look over there, Marshall Islands.
Yeah, I have my students watch the Oversimplified series. I really like it.
He's funny. Have you seen the new one, The Prohibition?
Yeah, I didn't have my students watch that one because I felt like it just went too long into, like, you know, Americans drinking alcohol and being stupid.
True. No, I mean, what else is different?
That's what alcohol does to people.
Well, right, but they were just like he just went way too long into it. And I kind of felt like he didn't have to spend. I think the more important story was the growth of organized crime that came as a result. But like,
yeah,
by the time he got there, it was like already too late. That was one of his longest releases.
Well, I mean, I cited that for my international politics course when I was doing the U.S. and regarding about how during the Great Depression era, all of these projects that the states did kind of helped out in the long term, and how it's beneficial, and the getting rid of prohibition because prohibition was costing way too much money to keep, then it was a good idea just to pull it away from a political standpoint, economic. Hey, Kaga's out.
In the UK, the way we regulate alcohol is we tax it for having daylights out of it.
Yeah, that's basically what's happening up here.
Yeah,
no, that's what's happening in Manitoba.
We call that a sin tax.
Except, what is it? One of our provinces, if ever they sell to underage people, then they can get their license revoked. So they can't sell alcohol, which is fair.
So, Tokyo now has been reinforced again.
Oh wow! How many divisions are there?
There's 4. Oh crap! I didn't tell them to actually attack. I'm slipping.
Oh yeah. He lost a turn of attack, so...
I lost a turn. Damn. Quick, reload the save.
Timestamp. Zach did an oopsies.
Which reminds me, I should probably, like, do another save. Alright, so we wiped out 2 of the divisions.
Oh my god. Oh, they were pretty low strength.
They were pretty low strength, yes. Alright. So the thing is, the reason why I'm attacking with all 4 is because you figure one of them will probably be attacked by the base air forces. So you effectively are only attacking with 3.
Because one of them is immobilized by getting pinned by the...
Yep. Exactly. And it's probably going to be on rotation, so it won't be the same every time, but, you know.
Are two of them pinned? Because doesn't Kure attack as well with Air Force?
Yeah, but typically they attack the same fleet.
Right.
But you're absolutely correct. If you micromanage it, and I've done this before, if you micromanage it, you can attack every single fleet, you know, before they can bombard. Because bombardment typically happens at night. So.
Does any of your students actually know that you're a streamer?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I talked to them about that.
Really?
Yeah, you know, it's kind of funny when I tell them I'm a Twitch streamer, they go, "You are a god." When I tell them I'm a Twitch partner, they're like, "What?"
Oh my god! Oh my! You're so old.
Thanks, Skizzer. Thank you so much for that.
Wow, how insulting, Skizzer.
Think about it for a second. How many other teachers even know what Twitch streaming is?
That is true. Well, what is it? Mini Hannibal is another teacher, a music teacher or something.
Oh,
like
is
that.
he? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think he's a music teacher, but I have no idea where he is because he's not going to do a face reveal because he doesn't want people to cite Mr. Hannibal when he swears.
Ah. All right. So, first Marines have landed in Tokyo. So I'm gonna tell them to occupy Tokyo. Our TOKYOLO is looking pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just tell these guys to stick around. Let's put them like over here, between Kure and Tokyo, so they can be attacked by both. Sorry, Squizzer. I know that's your people.
Huh?
Oh, I'm moving the 17th fleet, which is Phillips's carrier force. He just landed the first Marines on Tokyo, so I'm putting him like right between Kure and Tokyo so that he can be shot at.
Oh yeah.
Distract the enemy.
Armored aircraft carriers. Gotta love them.
That's right, they have armor.
The British Isles was effectively a punching bag for the Luftwaffe for about a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. And the British and the UK was basically a giant aircraft carrier.
Unsinkable aircraft carrier.
An unsinkable aircraft carrier. So if ever you really want to go into it, the ultimate aircraft carrier was the UK.
Oh my god.
Except it didn't move unless it was tectonic plates.
Yeah, had the highest capacity aircraft carrier ever.
Yes. In Japan as well.
So this turn might very well see the end of the war.
We will see.
On this day.
What the Germans said back when they tried to take over the Soviet Union. We all know how that happened.
Thanks for your faith in me. Appreciate it.
No problem, Zach. No problem.
Operation Barbarossa. It'll all be over by Christmas.
It'll be all over by Christmas, they said.
Mm-hmm.
It would be fun, they said.
It would be fun, they said. We'll be drinking snaps in Moscow, they said.
My god. Come on, Kagero, die. Oh, 4 bombs?
Okay, yeah, you're not going anywhere.
Let's see if I can take out the other Kagero as well. Actually, let's go bomb the Miyoko.
Are you doing more maths, Cap?
No, I'm actually doing airline management stuff.
Oh no.
That reminds me, tomorrow I was thinking about doing Arabiz.
Oh,
You wanted to see how Arabiz looks?
More than happy to help out there. So all you want is a fleet of A380s. You just want all.
Yes, 418 fat aircraft everywhere. Go.
Become Emirates is basically what I'm saying. Because what is it? Well, they have the biggest fleet of Airbus A380s in the world, a total of 155 by the end of when the last plane joins their fleet.
My god.
Well, they've retired their first one now.
No, they retired one, but the other ones are going through like a huge refurbishment.
Wow,
and
okay.
And it sounds like they might be buying some of Etihad's A380s.
I mean, you might as well. They'll be cheaper that way.
Oh yeah.
Stern.
I'm not even sure Airbus are building them anymore.
I don't think they are either.
No, well, the last one just went on flight testing last week. It's MSN 272. They actually made a profit, funnily enough, from the A380 program. Not by much, but it was a profit.
Well, that's important.
Well, profit's a profit for a business any day.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Can we?
Any profit is a success. Big profit is a big success.
Can we finally kill this damn Yoko?
I mean, look at Emirates' hub and spoke model. It's pretty impressive. Like pre-virus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was huge. Like the A380s were almost flying. Some of their A380s were flying almost the longest routes in the world. Like longest routes in the world for A380s.
All right, guys, we got 1 point stern, 1 point port side. How much you want to bet these bombs will hit the bow?
Okay, $2.
3 bomb hits are on the bow.
Nope.
Oh no, the port.
Okay, Seth, $2. Come on. Kidding. No, give me a Lenin. Get me a Lenin. I'm kidding.
Oh, there's only 1 land force remaining over there. Okay, that's my poor Marines.
Your SAT score? What?
Is SAT here?
Yes.
Apparently so.
What's up, SAT?
Not that much.
I am currently doing my TOKYOLO, in which we take
TOKYOLO.
TOKYOLO.
Yes.
We are taking all of our fleet, and we are YOLOing Tokyo because the United States government has refused to support us in the war effort. They refuse to put money into technology. They refuse to, actually conserve for their GNP. So we're just gonna end this damn war now.
Understandable.
This is 1942. We're doing it.
April
Yep.
of 1942. Much sooner than anybody else could have predicted.
Sounds like something I would do in Hearts of Iron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did that once as Fascist Canada.
Fascist Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Would you just YOLO the states with a couple of motorized divisions?
I took over the United States and Mexico, and then I turned around and then took over Japan, and then took over Britain.
Jeez. Look at this, guys. They reinforced 3 divisions on Tokyo. So now they're back up to full strength again.
Oh my god.
I told you, it takes a while to destroy it.
Mm-hmm.
But we will make it
The fun part
happen.
is when you play as fast as Japan and take over the U.S. by 1937.
Yes, that is true.
I mean, US is in a weakened economy state, right? So
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Or when you're what is it, fascist Portugal or royalist Portugal? Or monarchist? Is it monarchist? No. Yes. No, I have no idea. But you can just take over Japan just from what's that small city right next to Hong Kong? Macau.
Macau, yeah.
Yeah, you could take over China and all of
My God.
Japan with from Macau. It's hilarious.
It's ridiculous.
I know that because a friend of mine did that once, and he just railroaded straight into Japan.
So we have 1 Marine division. The 1st Marines have landed on Tokyo, and so they're trying to fight from within, when we are continuing to shell. Oh, we're gonna drop another. So we dropped another Marine division. Guys, we might get it this turn. We might get it today.
Bomb
Oh.
zip. That's almost. There is one almost. I think those divisions are both full strength, aren't they?
Yes, they're both full strength, so one of them will attack at the end of this turn. Should Tokyo not fall, they will attack. So we'll have to see what happens. One of these is already down to below 20, so they're going to get wiped out.
what would you like to bet on
37.
Tokyo not? I was about to say.
Nope. Nope. We're not gonna get it today. Tomorrow, maybe. Oh no, Kacholat was sunk.
Paint canned.
I was about to say, how much do you want to bet? Do you want to bet a Lennon on you you winning or losing?
Okay, so my Marines just attacked at Tokyo. There's the first Marines. Here's the third Marines. So order occupy Tokyo. Here's my look. Take a look at my fleets, SAT. I'm just going right into Tokyo Bay and just ramming them home. It's good times.
What did you do to the Japanese fleet?
Avoid.
To say the least, they
Avoid.
magically disappeared from the waters. They for some reason they're all the way down at the bottom of the Pacific at this point.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Ah, I see.
21st Fleet. Yes. All right. We now have some land forces to land at Tokyo. All right. Our carrier forces are still looking good. Subs. One of the carrier forces I think that was remaining is a little bit low on planes, so let's see what we can do about that. It wasn't the first fleet. It's not the 6th, or was it 87? 74. It's Nimitz's fleet. Yep. Alright, Nimitz and Halsey are going to go ahead and resupply. Wait. 5th fleet, and there we go. 77, 73, 81. Look at that.
Nice.
Okay, 81, 77 goes into the 81. That's going to turn to 79 or something ridiculous. And then you go into there. Full 74 now. Excellent. 5th Fleet I'm going to order to move to Wake Island. Pick up some new planes. And let's see. Was it the 6th Fleet that was low too? Yeah. 87 versus 1st Fleet. 86. Okay, so I'd rather organize with this one. 5th Fleet. So what you're seeing here, SAT is a consolidation of... you know what? No. They're doing fine. I'll wait till next turn. Let these guys attack one more time. Alright, let me save the game. It's been a while. Save position, slot 1. Taking a while to think about it.
So do you actually have it's like, do you have a SNES with you, or is this through like a computer application?
This is an emulator, although I do have the actual cartridge still. And God, I have no idea what game is on it, but there, you know, like what the war was that I saved, but it does exist.
Okay.
Hey, we shot down 4 planes. What do you know?
Some of us getting attacked.
Yep. The Japanese are very scared of these British battleships.
I mean, I would be scared too if they were anchored off my shore and shooting at Tokyo.
Mm-hmm. Gonna go ahead and attack the transports. Oh! 12th Fleet is attacking my carrier force. I'm not gonna watch, because I don't care anymore.
I mean, they probably have memories from when the same thing happened.
Oh!
You lost the Hornet?
Hornet, no.
2 heavy cruisers managed to sink the frickin' Hornet and nobody else.
They did that with the destroyers that went after the Enterprise. They did the same to the Hornet.
Yep.
Wasn't the Hornet the one with the B-25s?
In Doolittle raid, yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. He's at full health. He's at full health. Ports died. It's the end of the war, so I don't really care. If we weren't gonna TOKYOLO here, I probably would have played out that battle. At least it got some payback there.
There you go.
Sprague is now going to attack with just a few heavy cruisers, just 3 of them. Let's see. Can probably retreat the destroyers just to save some time. New Orleans, target forces. Wait, this is the light cruiser. We're gonna have you retreat too.
Just too heavy going off.
Yeah, it's just 2 heavies that are gonna attack. That's okay. I have faith. 17. Another battleship division. Alright, so SAT, what we do is we basically tell them to attack the forces. They go off on their own. The battleships attack from outside of the land division's strike range, and the cruisers are at the maximum of the land division strike range, and they almost never hit these cruisers, so they're pretty safe.
So you just send all the destroyers away, because they're probably going to get themselves blown up.
Exactly, and light cruisers too. 21 troops remaining. Oh, guys, this is it. This is it. It's gonna happen. I'm just gonna have them go order so they can do everything. They can kill the troops. They can kill the runways. And Tokyo is about to fall to the Allies. And actually, you know what? Because, wait. Oh, there's a 1? Alright, you know what we're gonna do?
Manually fire.
Tier 6 New Mexico is gonna finish this. Finish him!
Miss, go on, miss.
Final
there it
kill
is.
cam.
Right? Alright.
Tokyo death pick.
Tokyo Falls. What is it? 132. Ring! Yeah. Submarine S-38, prepare your torpedoes.
Is it me or there's a couple of inland bases?
Yeah, they don't matter. Tokyo's the capital. If you capture the capital, you're good.
Ah, capital sniping. Works in every game.
Except for the Japanese against America, because they have to get to Washington, D.C.
Well, that's why you have Germany, right?
True, but Germany's not in this game.
Ah. No wonder Japan lost.
United States has achieved following victory conditions. Occupy Tokyo! Reduce GMP to 0. Ladies and gentlemen, we have won the game.
Na, 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 na.
I'm gonna stop recording, or no, stop virtual camera, and I'm gonna put, turn the video off and turn this on, and go live this way, so you guys can hear the music and stuff. A single battleship steers its way through the ocean waters. Its helm tears the waves, leaving a trail of white froth to mark its passage. Beyond these rough waters waits the calm shores of home. Long assaulted by barked orders and cannon blasts, their ears bless the sensual sounds of the waves that caress the hull. Morning sun on the far horizon brings the announcement that another day has begun. They have left behind uncertainty and fear and soak up the warm sunlight reflected in the waves. Their hearts now unburdened are filled with hope, and they thank nature for every salty breath she brings. Promise of peaches on every tongue, the war is over. Friends, the days we fought together will always be a part of me. Dear friends, it's finally come. The peace you so prayed for. The sun now rising as my witness. I will preserve it. For those of us who survived, it is the least we can do.
Nice.
And of course, it's the Yamato, but you know, hey, we'll ignore that for a little bit.
Say that you captured the Yamato. Or the Musashi.
There we
Say
go.
That's the Musashi.
There we
I
go.
didn't think either of them, so, you know.
Yep, we captured it in 1942.
Yes, exactly.
And here's some glorious 16-bit graphics. Looking at, once again, the Yamato with battleships in tow. Japanese pagoda style, of course.
Yeah, so they've been all captured by the Americas. Let's just say it that way.
Sure, that enhances the immersion. There's a beauty pass of the Yamato.
I better not show the Japanese flag on there.
Nope.
Hey, see, told you!
Oh my god. I almost spat out my water, man.
just Caps just yelling.
There, see, told you! What's
I'm gonna lose it. That's a
I
Japanese
told you
flag.
so.
We'll probably assume that Zero's also captured by the US.
Yes, we had. Well, actually, they were. His history actually dictates that it was actually those planes were actually captured by the U.S.
The
What was
end.
captured?
The A6M0.
The end.
End of the.
Fin.
And that's it. Now, this to me is very anticlimactic. It's one thing that I loved about PTO 1. When you beat the game, it went through and it ran through all of the ships and all of your fleets, who was commanding them, and then like the flagship and each of the ships. So it gave you a chance to just stop and think about like everything. But I'm fast forwarding right now, and as you can see, nothing's happening because the game designers are like, congratulations, you won. Now go do something else with your life.
Look at my game logo. Look at the company logo.
Yeah, look at it. Look at it intensely.
So, what did you guys think? Did you enjoy watching me play this game?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I
definitely.
got 15 hours
It
of
was fun.
entertainment.
Yeah, that was cool.
All right. Now, we have a little bit of time left, so I'm going to just bear with me for a second. I'm going to find where I've got my PTO2 codes. There we go. Nope, not that one. We're going to go ahead and put some cheat codes in so you guys can see what it looks like when you have 100% everything.
Montana's going around.
So let's see, GNP 99 is one of them. So what I'm doing is, I don't know if you, can you guys see what the screen is
Not at the
showing?
moment.
No.
Okay, let me try going back to the other way I was doing things. So let me put the virtual camera back on. And turn, let's see, can I stop streaming? Video on. Okay, you still can't see that then, never mind. Oh, what is this? This is Spy 99. Because I thought you guys might enjoy kind of getting an idea of the ships that you can see at the end. Like if you were to get to 99 tech of everything. Which is kind of what I was hoping to get to, but it didn't happen.
If you had if you weren't playing on super hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the conferences are the hardest thing in the game.
Yes. Yes, they are. Arrow 99. Why can't I add this? Okay. So that's interesting. Ah, now I can add. Okay. There's a space, and that space just kind of screwed things up, so I have to go enter them in again. So, I don't know if you guys, some of you guys might be familiar with something called Game Genie. It was one of the first, yeah, it was one of the first programs that you would use to modify games. And you could use it to cheat, so you can give yourself like a ton of lives and stuff like that. But you could also use it to make it more difficult by giving the enemy team more stuff.
You're handicapping yourself.
Yeah.
I did that with what is it, Sid Meier's Railroads once.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, did not
It's
go
like
well.
putting Civ on deity.
Yeah, well, I mean, have any of you guys actually played Sid Meier's Railroads?
I have. Great game.
Yeah, it is. Like, I got it on Steam recently. It's like $2.
I keep hitting the OK button instead of hitting add. That's annoying. So what I'm doing is I'm putting in codes to give both sides 99, so you can kind of see at what peak Japanese and what peak American stuff looks like. So this is all hex editing. So if you learn programming language, you can, change things. So like, so you understand what you can do is you can change things. For example, like, you can set up like dictator mode, so that there's like 1 minute left for every conference. So whenever you're like, when you know you want something to happen, you can turn that code on, and then it just automatically becomes like, that's it. Game over. I win.
So you're telling me it fixes the most aggravating part of the game?
Yes. Exactly. Alright, so let's go to new game. Let's just do this again. Let's go to both sides. Doesn't really matter what we pick. Data. Why is it not... Oh, these are... I apologize. It's... I think I have to do Game Genie codes. It's been a while since I've done this. Proactive effect. Okay. Let's add this one. Let's see if that works. Data on the nation. How do I activate the codes? Apply cheats. There it is! So everybody's got 99 tech all of a sudden. We have to get to the end of the month in order for it to show up. So we're just gonna rest. Americans are gonna rest as well. So both sides just gonna rest. Both sides gonna rest again. And we got new warships on both sides. We got airborne radar, seaborne radar, gunnery radar, VT fuse, cryptograph, ECM, incendiary bomb, flamethrower, shipboard rockets, guided missiles.
Guided missiles?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, that's... Ooh. N1K1s.
I'm just gonna write down the timestamp. So yes,
Actually, Interesting fact, N1K1s became J7W1s.
Hmm.
Yeah. And the
But shouldn't it-
and the Japanese Messerschmitt, the Giga.
Yep. And we get the Fugaku, strategic bomber.
Oh yeah.
So
That was the one that wasn't that the one that was supposed to take the nukes for Japan?
Yep. So the Americans have the oxygen torpedo, the incendiary bomb, flamethrower, rockets. And then here's all the different planes that you guys didn't get to see because the United States government told me to sod off when I asked them for money.
Corsair, F6S, F8Fs, Helldivers, Avengers.
Mm-hmm. And the Sky Raider.
Ooh, Sky Raider.
Mm-hmm.
No B-29s? I'm sad.
Oh,
Yeah.
hold on. Let's put a spy in Sydney. We want to know what the Australians are up to. Oh, crap. Hit the wrong button. Do nothing. Leave.
Let me leave.
Why can't I just leave?
Nope. You are going to have this conference, and you're going to like it.
Yes, you are going
You're
to have
shackled
to.
to the table.
Yes.
There we go.
Mr. President, we have to shackle you to the table.
Mr. Chief of Naval Operations.
Mr. Chief of Naval Operations, yeah.
Let's just tell them to defend Midway and Wake and Hawaii. I'm trying to do this quickly and I'm screwing it up.
More haste, less speed.
Is there
Mhm.
Shikishima?
No, there's no Shikishima in the game. Well, okay, let me back up on that. You can build your own Shikishima if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the budget. The one thing that really, like, screwed me over. Let me just leave. I don't want to spend any of our fuel. Oh my god. Did you guys see how much fuel they just spent?
No, I'm just looking at that.
Alright, there we go. Okay, so now I can go into info. We can take a look at all the aircraft the United States has to offer. So we've got the Bearcat, F8F Bearcat, the Corsair, the Hellcat. So once I get to Corsairs, the American side is really easy because look at their power level. Remember I told you power level determines how much damage they take in an attack?
Right.
So power level of 6 versus 2 that the Dauntless has had.
Mm-hmm.
That's quite sexy. And then you add the Hellcat, which adds range, and then the Bearcat is power level of 9, which basically says, if you meet me, I will destroy you.
Just like in real life.
Yes, and they can be loaded with bombs. So you don't need to build any strike aircraft other than fighters once you get to the Corsair, Hellcat, and Bearcat. It becomes easy mode.
And then the AD Sky Raider, that's amazing.
So you get the Helldiver, but by the time you get the Helldiver, you don't care because you've got the Corsair, you've got the Hellcat most likely. So you just bomb things. The Sky Raider is very nice, but again, let's go back to 6 and 7. Let's go back to the Hellcat. It's 7 and 6. I would much rather have a power of 7. So by the time you get to the Sky Raider, unfortunately, you won't actually use it.
The amount,
only-
like in real life, the Sky Raider had the most amount of ordnance in the Navy at its time,
Mm-hmm.
and that thing was like, it was. I think some people define. Is that a P8 shooting star?
Yep.
P80. Holy crap!
Mm-hmm.
Lockheed.
So when you play as the Americans and you get to the top tier, you do get jets, but unfortunately, the jets are only for the American Army, which means you can't actually build them and do anything with them.
Yeah, which makes sense because carrier-borne jets only came later. Oh, there you go. There's your B-29 stat.
And there's your B-29.
I like how the P-80 has the same power rating as the Bearcat.
You noticed that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And the power of 9.
I mean, they're early form jets, so don't be surprised.
Yep. Yep.
And considering how they behave in War Thunder, yeah, I've seen more Bearcats
So
shoot down
easy to kill.
P-80s.
They are so easy to kill.
Now let's take a look at the Japanese. The Japanese Navy wins a lot here because they end up getting land fighters and fleet fighters. So they get the Reppu that does a power of 8, range of 5. The only problem is that they can't be armed with bombs. So you're stuck using your traditional strike aircraft. It makes the in-game, high technology game much more difficult for the Japanese than the Americans. But you do get land fighters, and the land fighters are very powerful, and as you can see, you can equip at least a Shin'en-kai with bombers, or with bombs, so that's kind of nice. Oh, and you get the Kika. So the Japanese get the fun stuff. They get the jet planes, and they also get the strategic bomber too, for the Japanese Navy.
Yeah, but the Kika is a land fighter.
Yep,
Range
So-
2.
range of 2. So it's not going to really do much.
It's basically it's kind of similar to like a Messerschmitt 62. It's good at defending
Yep.
a certain radius, like a small radius around before the engine self-destructs on itself.
Now look at the Tenzan. Look at the range of the Tenzan, though. This is one thing that makes the Japanese Navy unique compared to the Americans. The Americans have to be a lot closer for their bombers to get into range, at least their fleet attack bombers. But the Japanese can be farther back, and then you add to it the Ginga, which has a range of 9 and power of 4. And then you've got the Fugaku, which is essentially like a B-29, Japanese version.
Except with 6 engines instead of 4.
Power of 8, range of 9. So I've actually played games where I've had the Fugaku and just bomb things because it's fun. And then you can see as well that the Japanese army gets some upgraded fighters and bombers too, although not as good. So, the army doesn't get too much out of it, but it's
Wait a
there.
second, the KI-46, there was a
Oh, wrong way.
carrier version of that plane, I think.
There might
Nope,
have been.
It was Army.
No, it was Army? Oh, okay. Maybe there was an experimental.
It's possible, but I highly doubt it considering how much the Army and Navy fought each other.
Yep.
Right.
Now you can see that there's no change at all with the other aircraft in the game. The game pretty much ignores that other countries exist. So, I mean, they're kind of there, right? And then you look at tanks. The best tank that the Japanese get is a Type 3 with an armor and barrel of 3, which basically means the Grant M3 already is on toe-to-toe, which the Americans get at the start of the war. So the Japanese, in terms of tanks, not so strong.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
Wait,
of course...
the M3 Grant?
Yes.
That's... Wasn't it the M3 Lee?
Yes, they
Grant
had...
variant was made by the British.
So, the M3 Grant was the
That's
one
it's
that
the
was
British variant where they cut a
the
hole in the
British
back of it.
variant, and then the Lee is the
Mhm.
one that was produced domestically in the U.S., but
Yeah.
not domestic. So what happened was the M3 Lee would be shipped over to Britain and then get modified towards Britain's taste, basically.
Fair enough.
Well, this is a Japanese developer making this game, so they might get a few things off.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
I mean, like a Matilda 2 as well. Well, that's British Churchill tank with a
Mhm.
snorkel, which is interesting.
Yep. And then the Americans get a Pershing, which is barrel 4, armor 4. That's the strongest tank you can have in the game.
90mm cannon.
Yep. Yep. And then you've
You
got...
get
What are the Soviets doing here?
They exist.
They went in.
They have
They
a
went
border
to-
with Japan.
Yeah, they had a little scuffle.
So the Soviets have 2 bases. They've got Vladivostok, and they've got... Oh, sorry, they've got 3. They've got Khabarovsk, and then they have Irkutsk.
Mhm.
And if you think Irkutsk is hilarious, just think about this for a second. I've conquered it as Japan several times, but you basically have to take about 8 Marine divisions and just have them go by land through all of these freaking posts just to get to Irkutsk.
Yeah.
And they typically fight against tank divisions. So typically, you're going to rotate most of those Marines back. Actually, now that I think about it, I think it took like 12 or something. You have to have this huge supply train going of rotating troops just so that you can get Irkutsk. Because that's a sexy yield of 72. And then here's Khabarovsk. And then, of course, Vladivostok.
Oh, that looks like the destroyer. Oh, wait, no, it's not the destroyer.
Right? And then you've got so like Irkutsk is the promised land if you're looking for ore or oil like materials or you want yield.
Oh, yeah. I think a majority of the Soviet navy's like steel and stuff came from Irkutsk.
Yep. So here's all the different new weapons that are in the game too that you can equip your ships with. So seaborne radar is pretty self-explanatory. It finds ships within its range, and that's something that's kind of nice, is that like you don't have to scout anymore. For the Americans, this is huge because the American scouts are so terrible. And then you have gunnery radar. Now, gunnery radar is impacted by your spy technology. So if your spy technology is 99, then your ships have a 99% chance of hitting with their guns.
Right.
Which is kind of nice. You got the VT fuse, which it basically doubles your anti-air capabilities. So that's kind of nice. Cryptograph allows you to detect what the enemy's plans are, so you can kind of get an idea what those 3 goals are for the enemy. That's not very useful. You get ECM. This is to prevent enemy gunnery radar from being effective.
Just throwing loads of aluminium foil in the air.
Pretty much, right? Chaff. Boo, boo, boo.
Yeah.
Oxygen torpedo. This gives you a range of 5 with your torpedoes instead of a range of 4. So that's kind of nice.
Is there a small problem with premature detonations?
No.
Like if someone were to shoot at it?
Nah, doesn't matter in this game. Nobody shoots at your own armor, your own torpedoes. Doesn't matter. You get the incendiary bombs that, so this increases the damage that bombs will do to ships and stuff. So instead of 1 point of damage per bomb, it goes to like 2. Flamethrower is fantastic. So like, you remember the battles where the guys are shooting each other with guns? With flamethrower, it goes to like, they literally like pass out flame and like one whole group of the enemy just goes, falls over.
Hans, get the Flammenwerfer.
Yes. Oh my goodness, Skizzer, you sound so much like a German there. What?
Hans, wo sind die Flammenwerfer? What? Where are your papers, Marv?
What are you
Where are
doing?
the papers?
Oh my
I don't have any
God.
papers. Oh no.
We want your party papers.
Oh my God. And then you get rockets. So you can have destroyer divisions that suddenly get rockets. They have a range of 7, like battleships. So you can just have them bombard enemy emplacements, and that's kind of fun.
So basically, like the early form of what is it? Like missiles being shipborne missiles from destroyers.
Yep. And then you get guided missiles.
Oh, there you go. I was about to say the early form of guided missiles.
So those are all the different weapons that you can pick up in the game. So then, of course, you can hold on. You can go to a fleet and you can equip them with all of these things, which you can imagine takes you a while. But like the shipboard rocket, you'd never equip them with because they don't have torpedoes, right? But you know, you could do this anyway. And there's the Mutsu. Let's go ahead and equip them too.
Make sure that its torpedoes are ready.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rest for 3 days. And I'm going to just tell the Americans just rest for 30. Because I don't care about the Americans. Okay, first fleet. So you can see now that they've been equipped with rockets, you can supply them with rockets. So that's kind of nice. So you can take your Mutsu that has a torpedo in World of Warships, and you can say, nah, you know what? I want rockets instead. And there you go.
Uh-oh.
Is
An
that a
evergreen cargo line ship just blocked the Suez Canal.
Yeah, that
happened
was
a few days ago?
2 days ago.
Oh, really? Okay. Jeez.
Yep.
I guess it's just...
It's alright. The economy is screwed in a couple of days.
There you go.
That's fine.
Alright guys, any other questions about PTO 2 that you want to ask before we call it a day? Holy crap, we actually won World War II in 4 months. Well, technically 5.
Speed running World War II.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Fresh.
No cheats. Any percent.
Any percent.
Any percent.
Invading Tokyo speedrun.
TAS.
Any percent. Oh my god, you guys.
You gotta do like the intro, like what is it, Dream does for his videos. It's just like, what's going on, guys? Make sure that that you follow the channel. Only a certain amount of you guys, like that sort of
I'm
stuff.
looking at my analytics. Most of you are not subscribed. Please subscribe,
Like 12
please.
of you are actually subscribed.
Oh, funny. Just, I'm begging you, please subscribe.
Alright. Well, thanks for joining, watching, all that good stuff. And we'll go ahead and end our session here. So, bye-bye, everybody. Say goodbye, guys.
Bye.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Goodbye.